Well, hey guys, I want to tell you I'm really excited about this new reel. Picey Fun sent this to me. This is just an unboxing. I actually haven't fished with it yet. I literally just got it in the mail. I have opened it because I was really excited. I have a hard time waiting till I can do a video. I like to look at my new stuff, but it is a very nice reel. Now, it comes with a sock like this. It's not a neoprene, but for a $100 reel, what can you really expect, especially at the quality that it is? This one is a 5/6 weight, and it's the green color. They also make it in black. They also have it in 7/8 and 9/10. So it's not, I don't think they make this in a really small size. I don't think a 3/4. This one's made a little more for larger fishing. It does have a fully sealed drag, so it can be fished in salt water. So, drum roll. Da-da-da-da-dum. There's the reel. Now, it is not, I don't think it's as pretty as the Platt, or the Platty, or whatever, however you say that. I don't think it's as pretty, but I'm going to tell you the quality is as good. This is much, much higher quality than their sword reel. At least the sword that I have. Now, I hear that they came out with a new sword, a sword 2, and that looks really good. But I haven't used it yet, so I don't know. I don't know about the quality. But from looking at it, it looks pretty good. But this, the machining quality on this is very good. Now, I really did like the sword. You know, the sword is a great reel. And for $56, there's just no complaints there at all. Whatsoever. It's a very nice reel. But this one being $100, about double the price. This is absolutely incredible reel. I would hold this up to almost any reel that I have. Really, in reality, it is a good quality reel for the $100 price point. Now, there's a few companies out there. A lot of you have mentioned Lamson. They make a quality reel, and they have one I think in the relatively $100 price range. But that's a cast reel. Now, you know, machined is always better than cast. Yes, there's a few things that maybe cast might do better, but you're going to get a lighter reel, you're going to get a stronger reel, you're going to get a heavier duty reel, and I think a nicer looking reel when it's machined rather than cast. A lot of cast reels have to kind of paint it rather than anodize it, so you get more of a paint job that comes off quicker. Because they have to hide with the paint some of the imperfections. Versus anodizing, they anodize this, and then therefore you get a much more durable, much more nicer looking, and lighter, and more rigid, and just all around better reel with a machining reel. And this is machined. And this is machined, I think you guys remember when I did the unboxing of the Platt reel, seemed to be a lot higher quality of aluminum than what they used on the sword reel. That was only $56. Granted, that's about a $150 reel. You know, so $150 versus $56 is kind of, you know, obviously they're going to use lower quality materials. Well, this one's $100, so it's double the cost of the sword. And the Crest, I think, is, I mean, it's very high quality aluminum. It's the same thing as the Platt. It's a very high quality aluminum reel. Also, the difference is this does have a fully sealed drag. So let's go ahead and pop this off. Now, this uses a system where you pop off like that. Boom. So there's the spool. Super light spool. And then here is, you can see in there, there's the drag is in there. Now, there is an opening to where the drag is, but this can come off. And I was told to watch out for a screw or a spring. See, there's that spring. So watch out for that. But once that comes off, see, this is this area, and you can see that ends up sealing. Okay, this is sealed. I don't know how sealed yet because I haven't used it. But I imagine it's pretty good. Now, I could switch this around by just switching this disc here. You turn it around, and it becomes a right-hand reel versus a left-hand reel, right? But that's how you do that, and you know, it's not bad. And this is a pretty good drag. I was testing it and it's pretty smooth. Now, I won't know 100% until I get on fish, but we can kind of know. So this is the reel in, and this is the when a fish is taking it, and it's pretty smooth. There's no you know, kind of feel. This is a really smooth drag. Now, granted, there's a little bit of a startup kind of pressure, okay? But it's not really that noticeable. And I've got this buttoned down quite a bit. In reality, this is all you're going to have to do. So there's the drag, and same pressure all the way around when it's a lighter drag, okay? When you could really button it down, there's a little bit of a kind of a but I've never used a drag that tight. This is really tight. I mean, in fact, I can barely push it with my pinky, so I've got that buttoned down really tight. But when you're here, when you're loose, this is about the tightest I'd ever have it right here, because still in reality, this is, you know, this is still pretty tight. This is very, very smooth, and there's almost no startup inertia needed. It's instant to the same quality, same smooth drag. So it's a very decent drag. How long will it hold up? I don't know. I haven't fished with it yet, so I haven't had big fish just peel this, and I haven't had it happen multiple times. So I don't know. I don't know yet, guys, but I will say this is a very high quality, very well made reel. I do like it. I really like that kind of green color. That's nice. Of course, they make a black also, and black always goes with everything. If you worry about what you know it looks like, I don't personally care. I just had them send me whatever color they wanted, and they sent me the green. You know, I'm definitely going to use this. In fact, I am pretty confident in this drag. I think I'm going to put my my streamer line. I've got that sink tip line. I think I'm going to put the streamer line on this. I'm going to go try to fish some bigger fish. Might even try some carp with this. I might try some large trout. I might even go down to Dolores, if you remember those little lakes that I fished, with some sink tip lines, see if I can't catch another 27-inch trout. I'll put a little link, a little quick clip of that fish, and you can see what I'm talking about. I had a Sage 3200 on this reel, all right, on the rod when I was fishing it, and it held up pretty good on that fish. And I suspect this is going to hold up just as good, if not better, than that 3200. It really is a very good reel. In fact, I think I would rather fish this reel than my Sage 3200. It just has a nicer feel to it, in my opinion. I like it. And it's not $250 what the cost of that reel was when I first got it. The price has dropped now because it's discontinued on that other one, on the Sage, but that's, you know, that's my go-to reel for streamer fishing usually, and I think this will become my go-to for you know, 5-6 weight streamer fishing. So this is, guys, if you want to wait to buy it till I actually fish it, totally get that. I like seeing someone use it and know how well it performs on the water, but even so, for $100 as a backup reel, I don't see this thing ever breaking. I see this as being a very substantial reel. I think this could really hold up and work really well. You know, granted, there's no neoprene sock, but hey, they got to save money somewhere. I would prefer to see a neoprene sock, but if that's going to jump the price up $20, I mean, heck, buy a neoprene sock for $20 if you want it, right? Or this works. And a lot of times I'm not even using the sock. I don't, you know, I just kind of leave it on my rod, and I kind of, you know, I take care of my reels, but I'm not like uber careful about not getting nicks. I use them. My reels, you know, definitely are used. They got some abrasion on them. I don't really care about that. I just want to make sure it performs, and keeping a sock on doesn't affect the performance of the reel. It just makes it not, you know, keeps it looking pretty. But if you guys need a neoprene sock for, you know, $20 more, or sometimes 10, you can find them online. Get one, you know. But guys, so this is, like I said, it's about $100. I think it's $99.95. That's I have to double check on it. I'll put in the description section. Actually, I'll throw up something right now. You can see. I'll throw up their website info. Definitely check it out. And if you're looking for a backup reel, but a good quality backup reel, this I think is definitely it. This actually I think is more than a backup reel. I think I would use this as my main reel. It's so good. It is that good. I really do like it. But without me fishing it, I can't 100% guarantee that this is going to perform over many fish and many hard hits. If it's anything like their other reels and the quality, I suspect it's going to do just fine and actually quite good. So definitely pick one up if you guys want. If you like this reel and you want something for $100 that's very high quality, well machined on high quality aluminum, you know, and it has a decent look to it. Not the prettiest reel in the world. I really like their Platt reel, and there's some other brands that make some really nice looking reels, but in my opinion, but it is nice looking. I like this kind of look, but it's not the nicest, but for $100 I wouldn't expect the nicest looking reel in the world, right? So overall though, I think it does look nice. It's a nice reel, and it's got a very smooth, and this is really well balanced actually, guys. So when I spin this, now it doesn't spin for a long time because it's got tighter allowances, the way that they built this. Now it's not like the Platt where, if you remember, I went like this and it just zzz, kept on spinning, okay? That doesn't mean that this isn't smooth though. This is very smooth. This going each way is very smooth with the drag or without. It's a very smooth feeling reel, but it's got tighter tolerances, I think. So it doesn't free spool, and it's not made for that, right? There's a little bit of tension, but it's so light you barely feel it. I mean, you know, it's just a really light tension, you know. But it is very well balanced, and they balanced this well, and there's no wobble. Even when I get it going, really good. There's just no wobble to it at all. So it's well balanced. So overall, guys, I would say 2 thumbs up. Definitely get this reel. I will go fish it, and I will let you know. Again, I will do a full review in a month or 2 or so whenever I get enough time with it where I feel like I could definitely give you 100%. This is the reel for you. Go buy one kind of thing. But even without fishing, I can tell this is a good reel. So I do recommend getting one. Maybe I would say right now is your backup reel. Okay. And let me fish with it quite a bit, and then I will let you know what I think about it as your main reel. I'm going to say I think it's going to be a good main reel. I really do. But I can't say that yet without fishing it for a long time, okay? If you do want to check this out, I've got some links to Amazon in the description section. Highly recommend getting it on the Amazon. You can get it right through Piscefun's website, but the nice thing about Amazon is that you deal with Amazon for any return. So if you don't like it, there's something wrong with it, you just go, hey Amazon, I don't want this, I'm sending it back to you. And Amazon says, okay. And then they take it from Piscefun. So there's no dealing with Piscefun on that. It's just straight from Amazon. Not that they wouldn't take it back. I think they're a pretty good company. They seem pretty legit, at least from what I've talked with them. I think their customer service is very good. I think that you'd be happy with it and that they would have no problem returning it for you. But the nice thing is you do have Amazon to be able to do that. And they will do it for you. So there's just kind of, you just deal with that. You don't have to ship to China or anything where they're from, you know. You ship back to Amazon. Amazon takes care of the rest. So I do recommend getting on Amazon Plus, guys. I do have a Amazon account where I do make a little bit amount of money for everything you buy, right? So if you buy something through my Amazon link, I make a small percentage. I can't say how much it is. It is a very small percentage, but it helps. Every little bit helps. So you would also be supporting the channel if you got it through Amazon rather than their website. So please do that, just for my benefit. But whether you do that or not, that is not the reason why I'm making this video. I'm making this video to show you some alternatives that are decent prices that most people can afford. This is a working man's company, in my opinion. You know, this is not, you're not going and spending $400 or $500 on a reel, and you shouldn't have to. This is a quality reel in the $100 price range. You know, I say just bite the bullet and get it, because it is that good, comparably to some other companies that charge, you know, $200, $300, $400 for a reel that is the same quality. If not, this is better, you know? So anyway, check check out the description section. You can see where to buy this reel, and I will see you on the next video. Now you go catch some fish.